That's our DJ Ramon back there, okay? So we have 50 minutes about this wonderful topic. Okay, I'm glad you came. Please, if you have any questions, write them down in this awesome application. I will try to answer them here, but if we don't have time, I will answer after that. Okay? Very important, please ask. There are so many questions, okay, and so many answers. And no, there are not only good answers. There are also bad ones. So, why we are here? Why me, right? Why I'm talking about some secrets and credentials and all this talk? Because we had a lot of talks about how to make it zero trust, right? Software bombs, and so on. I, on the other hand, this is me, okay? I'm the guy from the trenches, full of mud, blood, tears, everything you can imagine. As you can see, currently, I'm a technical leader in Commerzbank. It's a big bank, okay? That's important. We do some interesting stuff, but I have experience also in smaller companies, in startup, okay, and in non-profit even. So this is combination of all I've seen. Okay, it's not only one type of company; it's everywhere. Okay, what I will try to tell you is about how to make it useful, so you are not lost and you don't have to be like me. Okay, so first, why? Always why. That should be our first question. Why do you want tell us about the secrets, about this hygiene, what to do with that? It's easy. According to some research, and that's the new one from this year, most of the breaches start with credentials, of course. It depends, somewhere it's 20%, somewhere it's 80%, depends on type of your application and so on, okay? But it's a lot. And as we know, we have AI, right? Be faster, more productive, do it better, you know. We have to 10% at least. Now you have your Claude keys, okay, your OpenAI, Gemini, and just be 20% more faster. Just be faster, right? Hopefully you know it. And so that's, and when we are in a hurry, then a lot of times there is a breach in credentials. According to that same studies, when we are using our chatbots, we double the risk of these leaks. Okay, so the chatbots are very big suspect that you will see your password somewhere in the internet, or maybe your colleague will take it. Okay, we will get into that a little bit. So, here is a wonderful picture of me running this week in Barcelona. Okay, here you can see I went to these beautiful mountains, right, 200 meters high. And then there was a policeman. Martin, no, you have to go down. What is going on? A wild pig virus, right? It's protection of the nature, you cannot go. Okay, he was very nice, and I had to go down. Okay, right, it's like security guy in your company probably. No, you should not use it. But, as you may see here, I went up 200 meters and down. How did I feel? Right? Exhausted, bad. If they put one sign and at the bottom of the route, I would not even go there. And that's what a lot of people are calling developer experience. Okay, so what I will show you is how to do some things easy. Not 100% like best, but how to do it easy without sacrificing, let's say, your experience. Not only developer speed, no, but your experience. Maybe if you are in some company when there was a security leak, you know, the guy came, I'm from security. No, I'll take your keyboard, right? You have to go remote desktop or something like that. And then you are like, how should I do that? It's so cumbersome, right? And that was bad. So then some people maybe start leaving. So this is about how to keep it simple. Okay, I will not give you some big answers like architecture. Yes, there are other talks for that. This is practical tips, okay, and what I've seen. So, there are 5 things we will go, okay? Imagine your credentials are radioactive. Once they are anywhere in this chain, anywhere, it's contaminated and you can find it. And anywhere you can put it, it's an issue, okay? So keep the credentials. If they once leak, there is only one solution. I will tell it 10 times this talk, okay? Change them. Don't try to remove them. Don't try to, there is nothing to do, it's only internal. Don't try to pretend. Always change them. Always, that's the first step. I know it's bad, it takes some time, but that's the only solution. Like 100%. So, first one, Maven settings.xml. Who is using Maven? I like you. Awesome. I don't like Gradle, okay? It's too powerful. But Maven, right? Maybe you heard about settings.xml, right? If you are only working with public repositories, you don't need that. But if you are in the company and you have your private Artifactory, then you need your what? Password. Right? You put into your settings.xml something like ID of the server, username, and most likely your domain password. Okay, most likely. I'm not saying always, but it's your local computer where you do the development. So like we said, 80% of people just put domain password there. Okay, that's often. Okay, I see your faces, right? I see them like, so what? It's just local file. I don't care. You might be right, absolutely. I agree with you, except of two things. First, if you send it to your colleague, whoever sent this file to his colleague, fine, yes. You know, my title, tech lead. So there is always someone, please send it to me. We changed Nexus configuration and right. And now, but I don't want to send you my passwords. So I have to be careful, mindful, and still think about it to remove it. That's very bad, right? Then it can cause issues. And the second one, when you start doing this on your local machine, right? Where does your Maven run? Someone CI/CD pipeline, right? TeamCity, Jenkins, right? GitHub Actions. Are you using Maven there? If yes, maybe you can get this. Let me zoom it for you, okay? That's from our company, okay? And this is when I play with our CI/CD. I can get our technical user credentials for free. So, before I show you how, let me say a warning. Everything you will see, please try it at your own risk. Better, first tell it to your colleagues, to your superiors, okay, to your boss, that you are trying something about this. Because I had enough calls from security officers, okay? And I don't want calls from your security officers. This can be kind of armed nuclear bomb because you can get access to all your technical users and you can do nasty stuff, big nasty stuff, okay? So there are two ways how to get it. In some Maven versions, it's easy. Turn on debugging. It's a header. Find it in the header, okay? In Maven 3.9, it's okay. You are safe. But in the older versions, and this is so unsuspicious, right? I need it to turn on debugging, that's all. Oh, there is our password. And there is more fancy way. I like this one more. There is something like effective POM and effective settings. So there is this one parameter, very small one, right? And you will see your password. For example, as I ran it half an hour ago on my local machine, okay, and this is my password for my Maven. Right, I'm running local Artifactory, okay, and I put password there so you can see that. Easy. One command, you can get it from your CI/CD, from local machine, anywhere. Okay? And we will get to that why the CI/CD is so dangerous. Okay? But first, before that, how to prevent it, what to do without it. So there exists another thing, it's called settings security. Okay, in settings security, it has only one field, master password, and then this encrypted password you just put in your normal settings.xml. It looks like, what? I don't have it? That's so sad. Okay, maybe we'll get there. But if you try it, you just see this instead of your password, okay? And no one can crack, oh, okay, in theory they can, but it's unlikely to crack this password, okay? This is just some hash. Please don't ever send settings security, okay? But at least it has in name security, right? So it's more likely we will not send it. Because you can get into that. It's possible to get this one, because there's a salt. If you know hashing, right, there is salt. But Maven 3. whatever has an issue. That salt is known to anyone. It's hard-coded in the code. So you can have rainbow tables and just, I can find your password. Don't send anything in the name security to anyone. Easy. Otherwise, please encrypt password, put it. It's 5 minutes work, 5 minutes, okay? And then you can forget. You don't need to think about it for the next 2, 3, 5 years. This is why I like it, right? 5 minutes, set this up, forget. And your Maven is safe, okay? So here, when I was talking about the different Maven versions, right? Like, why are we talking about that if it does not work in the new Maven? Okay, this is again from some company I'm working for. And you can choose your Maven version. So I can choose the old Maven version with all the holes, bugs, and security issues. I can just take whatever I want, right? Oops, that can happen. Okay, so if I try to sum it up, okay, if it is plain text, it's an issue. Always encrypt. Okay, this is here, wonderful, encrypt that password, and we are good to go. It can be really bad. Why? It's severe. Okay, the worst thing is in combination with CI/CD pipeline. Okay, I will just tell you now. Please, again, don't try it at home. Oh, at home, yes, not in your company. Okay, what you can do, especially with Maven, I will go here. Maybe, yes. Okay, as I mentioned, this is from our server. Please, any passwords you see here, any credentials, any email addresses, it was changed, it was redacted, a lot of people saw it. You don't have to try them, okay? They are not working. Why it is so bad? Imagine, it's technical user, right? Most likely than not, your technical user has access not only to Git, right, to Maven, but also to Nexus. It has access maybe to Jira, Confluence, to other servers. So your technical users are very powerful, right? And especially the one that uses Maven. Because most likely they are connected with Nexus, right, or some Artifactory. And what does it mean? You can have the best reviews, code reviews in the world, right? If I get this, I download your artifact, I do my changes, I make a new jar, right, and I push it. You will deploy the artifact on your production. I just push the artifact there, that's it. Okay, this is big, big issue. And you do it as a technical user. There is no one like, oh, who did it? Not your username, technical user, right? And it's very difficult to find. Because even there was a talk about signatures. But if you have it, you can run the pipeline with signatures again. It helps, okay? The hashing helps, but not everyone does it also, right? So this is very, very bad, okay? You can push it and you can circumvent any reviews, any checks, anything, okay? Again, keep it in you that how dangerous this is if you get the password for Nexus technical user. And yes, just saying, I've tried that. I can log in as that user you find here. I can delete the version of artifact and upload mine. I've done it, okay? So you don't have to, okay? Just trust me, do this 5 minutes, do it for every CI/CD and for your home, okay? Easy. So, what about the Git? Maybe this will be like more for junior developers, right? When you trust that I did an issue, I committed one file with secrets, right? Yes, you can see secrets.txt. By the way, there will be a repository at the end. I will post a link to GitHub where you can try everything here, okay? I put every leak in there so you can play. And yes, there is something, and then you can remove it, right? And you check out your code, nothing is there. Again, the issue is once you push it, you have to change the password, and that's it. Like, even you can try to do something, I will show it there, like delete the commit, even if you have the rights. Maybe someone was faster than you and pulled it, right, to the local machine, and then they have your credentials. So it's up to you to make the risk. Okay, but please, again, as I mentioned, change the credential. Change it, nothing else. And then you can remove it, of course, and say, everyone, please don't do it. But what to do with this one, right? There is one very nice thing. Okay, I have a demo here for some reason, and I know why. How to search, maybe what I find even worse than, let me help this one. What I find even worse, that Git has built-in support for searching in commits. So you can search, for example, for string password. You don't need to do any magic. You just git command, please find me all passwords, all commits. Okay, that's like grep, literally. Okay, I will zoom in a little bit. Right? This is password equals, right? So if you do it in here, yeah, I found passwords. Ouch. Easy as that. Of course, you don't have to put their password. You can put their secret, right? So all these tools, some security companies are using, they scan your repository very similarly, but with different strings, right? Secret, credential, login, API key, put whatever you want in there, right? And now I see it. This search through all the branches, so it's very easy. Okay, so Git has built-in support how to find your passwords. That's the salt into your wounds. Okay, that's bad, Martin, right? We don't like you anymore. Okay, that was the short demo. So now, what about the real case? Again, I tried that in my company. Why not, right? We are a big company, so there is a good view on that. I tried it with the major team. This is one team that is there for a long time, right? You can see there, this is password mock. Yes, there is some password. But the rest is as it should be, right? Environment variables, for example. This is how you can do that. Even if you want to run it locally, you can set the environment variable in IntelliJ when they are here, right? You can set it there in the running step, and that's it. Okay, it's a little bit more work, but it's better than having the file and pushing that. Okay, so just be aware of that. And now we'll go to the ugly team. What does it mean, ugly? They are relatively new in the bank, right? They are there only, I don't know, half a year, and they started a new project. Okay, they didn't know what to do. So, yeah, thank you. I can try, right? Not to be so bad, it's not only Trustor and so on, but if you go a little bit further, you can find something called VM parameters. Please, again, everything was changed, yes? You can find some client ID, right? You can find some email, maybe. Oh, there is an email. Password. Even if you can read here, okay? Username to some proxy and some host are getting out of the intranet, right? How big a chance is that this user and this password is his domain password? Let me try. Right? Again, this is an issue. If this happens, you can find plenty of them. So as your homework, please go to your office, try this Git. Security will not find it, just Git, grep, and go. Okay, what you can find, please, it's very easy for you, okay? Again, I just switch, okay? Run this one command, write with something. You will find it for you, okay? Try it and see whether there are some leaks. That's quite easy, quite straightforward. If there are, change them. Don't remove them. I know some guys told me that their project was very bad. Hi. And the entire project they just removed and pushed a new one. And that is also a solution. Right? But please change it. And what to do with this one, right? So what you can do, don't do git remove. Useless, right? If you have the authority, you can do something like git filter branch and do some crazy stuff. Again, I don't like it. It's already on the server. Someone can have it on their local machine, and there can be a lot of conflicts because you changed the history. I don't like it. Just change the password and forget. Okay, that happens. That's normal. I've done that a lot of times. Okay, because I have it in my separate file, right? And it's okay. So what's important? You can have pre-commit hooks. Okay, pre-commit hooks are something that will help you. Okay, there are different types. It's in Python. It's somewhere. So if you have a pre-commit hook, it will detect there is something like password or secret, and it will tell you, no, you cannot push. Again, there is some issue. Pre-commit hook runs on your machine, right? That's the issue. You have to force developers to install it or to use it. Okay, again, it depends on the person. And you can go to it. Hey, come on, you have to install it. They will do. You turn back. And what? They can uninstall it, right? So please, you have to do these scans again and again and again as independently as possible. Okay? Or if you have some security audit. But I don't think it's so difficult to put git grep and just go. Okay? That's quite straightforward. Yes, this will be nice. Now we will go a little bit deeper in containers. Okay? Because a lot of people, they know, okay, container, there is a virtual machine, okay, that runs, right? And this is what I see. I have something installed there, and I can run my application there as it goes. But there is one thing people don't realize, and then that layers, they remember. They are like zombies. They will always come back. It's very difficult to kill something that is in your layer. Okay, it's still there, and you need to live with it, right? I will show some examples, okay? Don't worry. So, again, my favorite demo. I created a Docker file, okay? So it's a really easy Docker file. I can show you, right, Docker file. Ta-da! I copied, my secrets, because why I am copying them, right? I need them, for example, to run some trust store. I need to connect to some proxy. I need to connect to Nexus again, right? To download all the dependencies, right? To prepare my base image. Like companies, they have these base images, and you have plenty of things in there, right? Credential certificates, and so on and so on. So I need all my passwords, so I copy them, and then I just remove. When you look into the Docker on the container, there is no secrets properties, nothing. I'm safe. That's good, right? Now, that would be the different talk. There is this fancy tool. It's called Dive, okay? And this fancy tool can run in container. You don't have to install it. That's a very good thing, okay? And when it goes through your container, you will see all the layers, and you see all the change files. And then that's just a question of a little bit of time to find what you changed. Right? Let me show you how easy it is to use it. Okay. Yes, much better. Okay. So here you see all the layers, right? It's from some base image. Someone ran get update, right? Something. And here is some copying of file. How can I find the file? What is in there, right? I will help you. To temp, someone copied secret properties. Oops. I found them, right? Then someone removed them. That's the red stuff. Okay? And the next layer, what was done, someone copied the up jar. It's here, right in the top. So you see everything. Now the question is, Martin, are you sure this is not only the lock? Can I get to the file? I'm sure. I will show you. Unfortunately, this dive does not have like a reading of the files. So what we need to do is download the image, because every image you can download as tar image, okay, something like this. Just download it and that's all. Easy peasy, okay? And then it's tar, right? So what you can do, you just unpack it, right? Okay, sorry, show me this. I will show you this one, okay? So I have all these files, and there are just hashes, right? But every hash is one layer. And the layer we added the secret, okay? That one was 48 something, okay? So I will just unpack it and show you what is in temporary secret. Just unpacking one tar, that's all, okay? And if I can read it, oh, I can go there. Oh, what? It crashed. Okay, wonderful demo. But again, I can go here, secret properties, and finally, if it opens, you will see, okay, this is my secret file. Okay, there is nothing special about that. So please remember, Docker keeps all the layers. That's one of the reasons. I will try to run it again. Okay, give me a moment. That's one of the reasons the Docker images are so big. If you ever had the question, like, why the Docker image is so big when you removed everything, right? Because every layer is stored, every single layer. Even if you copied, I don't know, 10 gigabytes of file and then remove them, it's still there. Okay, that's the big issue. Okay, it never forgets. Okay, we don't need this one. Okay, so be scared. Once it's in the Docker or in the container, anyone can find it. So what to do with that? Oh, it will be next. Okay, and there is even something better. Maybe you can have access to manifest, and I think you have, because manifest is something that goes with most of the containers. What you did, right? You installed something and so on. There is some Java and so on. Sometimes people, for some reasons, okay, they put it here. It's in manifest. This is equivalent of putting it to internet and just pinpointing, here is my password, please take it. Okay, with this you cannot do anything, okay? This is just people. You cannot change what they write, right? If they write on their blog post, this is my password, there is nothing to do, but yes, this happens. Okay, this is second possible leak. If you just read your manifests, maybe someone just wrote it there and didn't use even the file. So they made it so easy. Okay? Two things how you can do it. First, second, mount type secret. So if you want to add some file, you mount it with this special type. Then it's not in the Docker layer or container layer. Okay? For me, this is like a fancy thing how to do it, very fancy. But you need to change a lot of stuff, right? You need to force people to use it. If you are in a little bit bigger company, yes, where do you have, how do you build your Docker? Okay, Docker files, you have to go through everything, right? And check. That's for half a year. So, Martin, you mentioned you know something better, right? I mentioned, hopefully. Yes, I did. Two-step build. I like this one. Right? First, take this ugly stuff what we had. It's the same, okay? It's ugly, do whatever you want. Import any layer you want, import any files, do secrets. Again, it's part of the Git repository I will post at the end, okay? And you can try here, yeah, it's there. Then you build your project. The next step, this is the stage 2. What you do is just copy from this builder. You copy your application and run it. That's it. In this case, there will be only one layer in the Docker, or in the container, sorry. Okay? Only one layer. Copying your app jar. That's it. This is fast solution. Even if your teams can have it like ugly as they want, this is how you can do some improvements, okay? Then no one can find it in this second step. Okay, that's not possible. Okay? It's sanitized. My favorite step. OK. So I sum it up. OK, everything is there. What is important is this number. 30% of container apps have this issue. It's a lot. Okay? Yes, there is Liberica JDK here. Yeah, high five, only 0. They are good, but if you are not so security crazy, then probably you can have this issue. Okay? Again, please, if you want to try it in your company, go to your superior and ask, or at least notify them, so, you know, it's nothing bad on you. You would be surprised what you can find there. OK. Again, scanning and so on, but what I like, double stage build. That's the fast, easy fix, OK? And people can do whatever they want. So now we will play a little bit for Sherlock, because we have our CI/CD pipelines. This is my best topic ever, because I had a lot of messages from my operation colleagues. Please, really don't laugh, OK? But they sent me that, Martin, we forgot the name of our technical, the credentials of our technical user. We forgot. We don't have it anywhere. The builds are working, right? But we cannot get it, you know, from our CI/CD. So Martin, can you please find it for us? And Martin, yes, that would be awesome talk, right? Except for the second part. But yes, I've done such things a lot of times. So then let's talk. So it doesn't matter what you are using. Details are not important, okay? What you are using. You can use GitHub Actions, Jenkins, Tomcat, TeamCity. You can use whatever you want. It's almost the same, okay? For example, again, Big Bang. Our every build, because we inherit parameters, we have 60 parameters in almost every build. 60. We don't need 40 of them, but everything is inherited, right, from bigger stuff. So we have 60 of them. And, you know, when I see all these asterisks, I'm like, I want to see them. I'm sorry, that's, you know, why I have troubles with security officers, right? So yes. So how to do that? Guess what? Demo time, right? Probably everyone wants to know how they can get all the secrets of their operation colleagues. So yes, you there, thank you, screaming that you want to see that. Yes, let's go. Here, I prepared some fancy attack. Okay, it's GitHub Actions, easy to do. Okay, so the first thing, probably most of you tried. I hope you tried it. If not, try it. Is doing something very easy, right? You just echo something like this, right? Please echo my secret. And then, asterisks. I hate them. No, this will not work. But you can believe in the sense that, oh, it's safe. No one can see that, right? Like, still asterisks. Easy. OK. Then Martin, what are you talking about? I have wonderful names, right? I don't know. What if I echo the secret into something like base 64? Yeah, it's here. You can do anything now to get it back, right? I can show you if you want. If you don't want, I will still show you, OK? Here is a wonderful tool. You don't need to put it somewhere, right? Where I been before, unfortunately, here we still have one more to go. Security guys will come. We will forbid base 64 because it's dangerous, right? I've been there, not with base 64. It was with tar command for packing, and there our network did not work. Because without compression, the network, it's not working, right? So but OK, let's say they will come and say, Martin, this time, base 64 is not possible. OK, what about if I use something as simple as set? I just replace every letter with letter and new line. So make Java save again. what? Someone will say, no, you cannot use set, right? It's an issue. So with these things, again, please try it at home. Don't try it at your company without someone knowing about it. Okay? I'm just saying. And with this, you can find any password you want. Okay? No masks, nothing will work. Or you can find, I don't know, please, Gemini, generate me some cipher, right? And it will shuffle all the letters. It's up to your fantasy. Okay? This is why it is so dangerous and bad. And like, I don't have the best things or the best news for you. It's very difficult to stop this one. Because what you can do? Don't echo? Yes. But it's very difficult to enforce, right? So there are only several tools you can do. Definitely no echo. Yes, there are some automated tools. Different talk, okay? What I like is this one, but this takes a long time. You have only short-lived credentials. If you ever heard about it, imagine your server, something like Vault, I will show you. You will ask, please give me credentials. Okay, here, and they are only valid for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. So even if attacker gets them, it's okay, right? So you can do at least something, right? What is important, if you go to production, please, 4 eyes, okay? 4 eyes, so they can check what is in the script, at least the production, please. Like, check them because someone is not playing. Why I am telling it? Because we have a lot of externals in a lot of companies, right? And what will you do? You can find even that, right? After that. But what if they are working from, let's say, North Korea, right? Will you send your lawyer there? Probably not, right? So that's an issue. Or to find someone, if they are only for a short time, they change. So this is why all these leaks are so important to stop, okay? But this one is really difficult. You can find some tools, but no one is like immediate, okay? Except of this OpenID Connect, just looking at that, and that's it. Maybe restricting the users, so your build user, technical, does not have access to production, right? But if you try it, you most of the times find that they have, unfortunately. Okay. So, 2 last things and the last demo, okay? So, Actuator. For everyone, Actuator, you have your Spring Boot application, right? And you want to see all the metrics. And what people do, they, for a lot of things, okay, I will just close this one. Come on. No, of course. They just do, come on, look. Okay, we have it here, that's good, sorry. Now what they do, they will just, I will show you Actuator, this is better, just a moment. Okay, they do Actuator and they allow everything, so you can see, right? It's include everything. It's like, oh, okay, I can include everything, maybe. But then, if you run the proper Actuator, you get all these passwords, again, credentials, everything there. Not only your metrics, but everything. You can even get my environment variables from my machine, right? So if you allow everything, you have issues. And I have it here, sorry. Yes, here, okay? So I have some safe stuff, right? And here, include everything. And let's say, I will say, yeah, okay. Please show all the time config properties and environmental properties. If you do this, you have an issue. Okay? You export everything, okay? As seen here, everything. You can find, you know, my system, operation system, you can find all the ports, like not only about the application, but everything. It's really, really bad. So please, never do always. Try to limit it to some extent you need. Okay, it's very easy to put it always. I know, I've done that again. I'm the crazy guy in the trenches who did it. Okay, so you of course can go to never, but then you don't have your metrics. That's not a solution. Another solution, what to do with this one? is sanitize it. There is some support in Spring, okay? But different Spring needs different configuration. You see how many there are, right? Endpoint sanitizer, configurable, and so on. So we have to find the correct one. And then it will sanitize it. What does it mean? If I go here and sanitized, asterisk, okay, that's it. Again, that's the safe way this time. So that's Actuator and the last demo I had, okay? Now I will try to sum it up a little bit, show you Vault, why Vault is now better. Again, finally I can use something about Spring. This is the configuration of your properties with Vault. Here, Vault, high five, go home. For someone who is not so into the Vault, you can imagine it as a server running, okay? And your application will ask, please give me Vault token, give me this variable, and the server will say, oh, here you go. Okay, that's Vault. Of course, there is some authorization, authentication, and fancy stuff, okay? But the Vault is like a running server somewhere, and we will ask it for, give me this variable. It has more advantages. For example, it can be short-lived, as I mentioned, right, 5 minutes. It can change without restarting your application, if you do it properly, so you can change database password or something. And it's much safer because it's not in your credentials, nowhere, right? You just ask, please, Vault, please, server, give me that. Okay, and it's now in the new Spring, okay, it's Spring 4, right? We are at the conference. This is it. For me, that's easy. Okay? What's a little bit more difficult is running the Vault, but again, download the image, run it, and be happy. Okay? That's you can run it from develop, right? You can from local access to some server and ask for credentials. You don't have to have it in your laptop, right? So this is like a very good solution for some issues. Okay? So Vault, yes, please go. So I will do some summarization, and then I expect questions. If not, I would like to see you again. Please not arrest it, okay? That's very important. So yes, there are several issues, right? As I mentioned, the main issue is restore everything in the plain text. I did not touch something like Tomcat. You can have server.xml, same issue. It's in plain text. Use environmental variables, use Vault, something. Not plain text. Whatever is in plain text, you have issue. Okay? For Maven, that's easy. Encrypt it once and live forever. Be happy. Okay? I think I have also the script in my repository which can crack your password because the salt is the same. It's fast. Okay, just think. Okay, then, of course, whatever you have, encrypt it, encrypt. And if there is any leak, what do you need to do? Change the password, change the credential. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to sanitize it. Okay? Of course, remove it and play nice, but also change the credential. Okay? You can even comment something. Okay, credentials were changed, but this and this. Okay, that's very important. So please, again, think about that. And maybe from the tools, we mentioned that you have Kubernetes, they have secrets. Use Kubernetes secrets. Again, it's there, okay? A little bit more effort, but you can go there, okay? As I mentioned, Vault, the most known probably is HashiCorp, but there are plenty of them. Again, just pick it, it's one server, okay? And what it does, you ask nicely, please give me password. Okay, you've seen, I will go a little bit back. You've seen this. This is all. No other configuration. That's such a wonderful thing, okay? This is where the Vault is living and token. Okay, that's really nice from this site. And that's fine. Thank you for your attention. Okay? And I expect a lot of questions, okay? Last thing, just one last slide. Here, you can find everything about the presentation, okay? Thank you. And now I will find out whether someone was curious or not, right? If not, it's okay. Don't worry about that one. Oh, Okay. Is more secure to build images using tools like Paketo? Maybe. Depends how you use it. Like what I really like, it's another tool, right? You have to learn it. So it depends on your knowledge level. And that's why I prefer this two-step build. Because you can still use Dockerfile, whatever you want. It sanitizes much faster and without a lot of effort. Okay, that's why I like it. Of course, use any tool you know. If Paketo, please. But it doesn't guarantee the security itself. Okay, it's not possible. And okay, should we add a Docker builder prune step into CI pipeline? Yeah. Again, I will repeat myself. Yes, you can try it. I like copying it to the new and be happy with this. Because trying to destroy all these layers, as I mentioned there, it takes a long time. You never know what will happen. Even the pruning can take some time, right? And as I showed the manifest, sometimes it's good to have it, right? If you have the base image, I really like manifest. Right? Because base image is something like it should be public for all your company. We did it this way, and this way, right? And you should see that every layer. So that's why I like this mount type secret, right? If it is only your application, use prune, use whatever you want. That's, for me, it's okay. Again, if you have so many things, maybe it's better to have this two-stage build as a very fast fix. I'm not saying for everything, but as a fast first step you can do tomorrow when you go to the office, two-stage, right? And that's it. Okay, any other questions? Maybe people here, if you have something.
I added one to the Q&A.
Ah, you have more? Okay, okay. That's the question. Okay, there are other.
Token for Vault.
Yeah, this is the story of Vault token. I'm not sure about the question exactly.
If you use the token for Vault in your build plan or in your application properties, where do you source it from?
Yeah.
Just not an extra step to leaking all your other plans.
No, it's your server, where, yes, mostly, and this is very ugly, it's like more secure, right? You can configure it, either manually or some files, and only special people have access to that. So you limited the number of people who have access to the vault, right? For example, for us, it's only 2 colleagues, right, out of 20. They're specialists, and they can only access there, so it's their responsibility.
Yes, but if you print the token secret, or if it's accessible
yes. The thing is, exactly as you are saying, if you print it via the echo, it's still the same issue, yes. That's why I'm saying the fixing CI/CD pipeline is very difficult, okay? I'm just fixing now so it's not in your plain text, okay? It's still the same issue, exactly. CI/CD pipeline is the biggest issue, and only these short-lived secrets are a very good solution, okay? Everything else is just later. It's scanning all your files, but after it was committed and pushed. If I'm attacker, I will get your technical user, do whatever I want, and you find it the next day when you have the next scan, or maybe in the next month, right? Then you can fire me, but I can run this way. Bye-bye, I have my $10 million, bye. See you in Sri Lanka or something like that. Okay. Yes. Yes, okay, so Vault just helps you that you don't have it in your plain text, okay, and that's it. And there was one more. Can the Vault run on the same server as the app accessing it? Or I think that's the best practice if you run the same server of Vault and the application on the same server. It will be better if, it depends what is server for you, okay? But it's better, again, if it is split and if only some people have access to your Vault, okay? Only special people. Because they are responsible and something goes wrong, it's your responsibility. But as we discussed, again, from CI/CD pipeline, it's so easy to get anything, anyhow. So please, again, if I'm talking to security officers, they want to forbid everything. And I understand them, right? That these are big leaks, right? Yes, but please do it so we can access this developer experience or tester experience. We can't forget them, right? So this is the nice thing. Always remember people working with it. Is it good for them or not? Let's go, let's talk. This is why we have. Talk about it, how to make it easier for everyone, okay? As I mentioned, CI/CD we cannot fix 100%, but we can fix like 80%. Much better, right? If you have something, do it tomorrow very fast, and then you can have half a year implementing other stuff. Okay, slower. And anything else? Any other questions, guys? Still have 1 minute? No. Okay. No, one more, sorry. Any good recommendation security rotation? Yes. Read open the standard here, and that's it. But otherwise, you have to know where are your secrets. What happened to us? We leaked this credential of our technical user. We wanted to change it, and some random stuff started to fail. So we did not even know where we are using that stuff. Okay, and that's painful. So someone should know, like, this is here and this is the access, but sometimes there is issue with shared technical users. So not every team has one, but if you are from a bigger company, you have shared users. Another issue, right? Okay, guys. Anything else? If no, please don't forget to rate the talk. Maybe we can be here next year with some workshop, so you can try it on your machine, on your company, right? I think if there is like, say, please, I want workshop, just write it there, okay? And I'm happy to do something like that. So thank you again, guys. See you.